Welcome friends, in today's session we are going to see material theming with Jetpack Compose. Let's take Codelab. Then you can see here some topics are given, what we are going to cover. So you can just go through this beginning. Before we begin part, just it is theory. Then you can see pre-request and all. Let's move to the next step. Then you can see app overview. We need to build this app, that is Woof App, which has dog name, age, and its hobbies and all. So you can just go through this. Then your color palette is given. Then you can just see light scheme, dark scheme, light theme, dark theme. Typography, font size, font color, font weight. Not font color, but font. You can just select in typography. And you can see this theme.kt file. This is an important file for you to know. Inside the file is the composable Woof theme, which sets the color, typography, and the shapes of the app. You can see here. So we can directly, this all will be given in our starter code. We will just move to the next step. Or is it ask us to copy paste? No. And it's the file that holds all the information about the it should define through the color command. Okay, this is not. So this will be doing within our starter code. It will be available. I think so. So let's just move to the next step. Just click on download zip. Then the file will be downloaded. Make sure to extract it. Right click on it. Then just click on extract all. Then choose the destination. So here I will just create one new folder and I'll just save, export that into new folder. You can see file is folder is extracted. So let's close this. Let's move to the step. We need to explore the starter code and just you can go through this entire theory part. I will just skip this part and I will just show you this and I will to the next step. So let's start my Android Studio. It will take some time to start the Android Studio and launch that emulator and all. So I'll just click on open, then navigate to the folder where you have extracted. So I've extracted a new folder. Just click it and just make sure to give the permissions and just you can select the folder. Then you can see it will be importing and all. And showing here. So it is said my folder. Okay, I need to export. So we have chosen the director folder. So let me just make some changes. I'll just click on I open. Then you can see here in new folder there is these two applications or these two folders. I'll just open this folder. Then I will select folder. Okay, you can see now. So readme file is showing, so just close it, it is not needed. Then wait until this importing will complete. If it completes, then you can just go through the entire this part. So you can navigate this all and you can just explore the code, starter code. So I will just move to this. So here we need to just check that in our device that is on emulator or on the physical device connected to our Android Studio, that it is in dark theme or not. If it is there in dark theme, then just switch it off so that you can see this output. So let me split my screen. So this is taking some time in my system. It depends on the system speed. So let me just wait for it to complete. You can see importing the libraries, restart is there doing. Once it is done, you can just click on this app, down arrow, and you can just navigate to these all folders here, mentioned here. I just move to the main activity folder and I just show you this application running in our emulator. So let me just wait until this process completes. Sometimes because of few processes are incomplete, it will be showing us error or the emulator will be not working properly. So once this complete, I will just click on run so that it will be starting with our project. So I can show you this part means then we will move to the next step. In the time, let me just show you that dom.kitty. It is here. You can see. You can just double click it and you can see the code, entire code. Then you need to navigate to the resource. Within resource, you can see drawables. There are these all images. You can just click or double click on those images and you can see the images. So you can see those all images. Then you need to check for the values. Then within that strings.xml, you can just go through the strings.xml. Let me just close this all. So rest other than we need to work in this UI.theme directory. So we will be changing this code color.kt as well as theme.kt files. Here it is completed. So let me just click on run. Just I will show you this part. Then we will move to the next step. So I am using here Pixel Excel API 34. You can choose any device. Mostly in the manual it is given Pixel 6. So you can go with the Pixel 6 as my device doesn't support the Android Studio well. So I am just using this Pixel Excel API 4 34. So once it will be completing this middle build will complete, then it will show the application launching here in our emulator. Let's wait for that to complete. So it is taking too much of time. So till the time, let me just shorten it and let's. I will show you this part. So it will just need to just see that application. It will show that part. Okay, you can see here build initial value related to 34 seconds. Then launching on device it is shown. Once it will complete, we will see the application running in our emulator. So you can see it is launching. Install successfully finished in 6 seconds. So you can see here, as this is Excel API 34, it displays small and it will be showing medium part here. So it will be much font size and all will be bigger. So if you use this Pixel 6 or Pixel 7, you will see similar kind of this. Here also you will find this purple color bar above. So you can just go through it and you can see the last picture. The hero is also here. So no worries, we can just move to next step. So add color, we need to add color. So I will just show you what is the changes happening after adding color. This part will be colorless. So it will be not being a color. That purple color will be no more. So let's move to the steps. You can see this hexadecimal number. This has the first three characters as alpha. Next two will followed by red. Next two followed by green. The next two followed by blue. You can see hexadecimal value for the colors, and you can choose from this. You can just click on this website link. It will redirect you to the website. let me just refresh once again. You can see this website. Just scroll here on the left side, you will see here core colors. Within that, you need to click on primary. Then you can choose here this code. So the manual is given hash 006 C4C. So I am applying this. And you can see this color is applied on this website itself. So you can just go through this and you can scroll here down and you can see these all colors like shade scheme and dark scheme. You can choose any of these colors. For example, if I choose this error container, I just copy this and I will just paste it here. So I will just show you that once again. So I will just paste that part here. This is the color code for the error container. I just applied. You can see the error container color is being applied to this entire website. So I just close this part. You can go and experiment it yourself. You can just go through this theory. It is same. So we are done with this part. So now let's start with the code modification. So add color palette to the theme. We need to just open our color.kt file and theme.kt file we need to read. So let's open here. Make sure you are under app. Within that you are in Kotlin plus Java. Then you can just go with this directory UI.theme. Double click on color.kt. You can see this color, purple color is shown. So that dark color which is we are seeing here. This is because of this purple color shade, and the background is little bit pinkish color. So you can see this pinkish, the pink color, light pink. It is too light. You can just see this one, these colors. So let me just change this color theme, color.kt. We need to just copy this part. Make sure to press Ctrl A to select all, Ctrl V to paste, then Ctrl S to save. Make sure to save the code always once you modify and make changes. Sometimes it is auto save, but if in case it is not auto saving, then you can just save it by yourself. Then let's move to the next step, that is we need to modify the theme.kt file. So I'll just copy this code, open this theme.kt file and make sure to select all. Ctrl plus A to select all, Ctrl plus V to paste, Ctrl plus plus to save. We are done with this part. Then we will just move to the next step. So you can see here color scheme it is shown. You can just see here color scheme. Then so this entire part is already given. We need not to make any changes in this. It's just given an overview. Or you can also change this part. You can just go through this entire code here. You can see same lines are there. You can see valid color scheme is equals to line, the dynamic color and builder your version SDK build version code S. You can see it is similar as it is like that. So dynamic color else dynamic color scheme conduct just so this is this given part. So we need not to make any changes here. Then we need to just run this application. So our previous view was this. Now let's rerun the app. Once we rerun, this color will be not showing. So here it is set up. Notice that the app bar has automatically changed color. So let's wait until this reflects in our device. Let me just wait until this completes. You can see app is terminated and now launched on device. Install successful, finished in 3 seconds. So now our application is launching once again. That is opening and running in our device. So let's wait to see the changes. You can change the colors as per your requirements also. You can see here Now the above bar has been vanished or it is colorless, and you can see the changes also. So this was a little bit pinkish color. Now it is similar to white but not completely white. So you can just check that once. Then let's move to the color mapping. Then you can just see here in dog item we need to add this card to the we need to add this card function to the row. So let me just show you that. Main activity.kt. Just terminate. So in main activity.kt, you will just need to scroll here down. You can see scroll here down, dog item, you will see this part. Make sure to select this part from line number 84 to 91 and just click on this bulb like icon and then just click on surround with widget. Then just click on row and just edit this part, or you can directly type the entire code as it is. I will just make these changes like this. Then we need to just add here modifier equals to modifier. So once you are done with this, just take your cursor to this card, then import the function card. Once it will import, then warnings will be vanished, and let's move to the next step here. You can see here we have added this part also. We are done with this. Modifier and rest all is similar. So now we need to take a look in our Woof preview. So Woof preview. I'll just show you that. Click on split screen. Then you can see it is loading or initializing. Once it will be done, you will be seeing this kind of curves. That is card formation to the each dog's information or image. So you can see in the emulator it was like this. There was no any card. So you will see the difference here. Once this completes, I will show you the difference between both previous code and now modified code. So you can see here now this shape of the each data or each logs or this information you can see, and now you can see this was the previous one and now it is this guy. Let me just hide my emulator and let me just minimize or reduce this size. So we need to just move to the domains file. So you can see this it is already given. We just need to go and take a look. It is said to take a look. So you can just see that part. I will just show you that. Make sure to idea of this. Then click on file. You can see here under resources. You will see yeah, requiring values. It is there. You can just double click on this file. Then it will open. You can see this entire code is already here given, so no need to make any changes. Just move to the next step. So now in the Woof app, we need to make the changes. So let me just open main activity. You can see here Woof app. It is present at line number 66. So we need to just make these changes here. So you can type or you can directly copy paste. I will just directly copy paste it. Make sure to copy paste proper lines and copy pasting from line number 65 to 72. So you can see the changes 65 to 77 is gone. Then just take your cursor to this red colored letters, that is scaffold. Then just click on import function. The errors will be gone. Then let's move to the next step. Now you can see the preview. There is a different definition between, okay. So let's see the preview. This was previous one. Let it get load. Once it is changed, you will see a gap between this each card. So let's wait for rendering to be one of one. So you can see the gap that is distance between each card is changed. So let's move to the next step here. Dark theme focused. Okay, we can just go with the dark preview. So you can just add the dark preview content here. So you can see we need to add this, then we need to modify it. So I will just copy this code and I will just paste it here. You can paste below the this and make sure to save your code. So it will reflect in this preview part. You can see a dark Woof dark theme preview is rendering. Once it will complete, you will see the difference. The dark theme we have made blue. So still we will not see any because we have not asked this app Woof app function. I just copy this and I will just make that changes in here. So let me just make that changes. You can see. Make sure to add the Woof app within this so that you can see the difference between dark theme and the light theme. Once this rendering completes, you will see the difference. So you can see here dark theme and light theme is showing. So here they have made these changes in code by adding the dark theme preview in the above part of this. We are adding it below, so it is showing left right. So left side is Woof preview and right side is Woof dark theme preview. So no worries, you can change this. Let me show that how to change. You can see just I am selecting this entire code. Make sure to press and hold keys Shift Alt and then press upper arrow to move the code. So you can see I moved my code and now let me just save it. Then you can see the preview once again. See, you can see the preview. It has flipped. So this part is showing first, then it is showing second. So let's move to the next step. Then you can go to the setting and you can see this is I am using global dark theme. We open the Woof app and it will be the dark theme. Okay. So let me just open my emulator. This was our first code. So let me just rerun the app. Once we rerun this app, this will change as we have modified our code by adding the scaffold and by adding the cards. So there, those all changes we will see here. Let's wait until this process gets complete. So it's taking some time. This may not take too much of time in our system. So make sure to wait until this gets complete. And you see the entire overview of your edited code or modified code till the steps. Then we move to the next steps. So we need to just see this output here. And let me just check what is the next part. Go to settings, app on the device, select the display, then go and take remove them. So without color it will show this kind, with color it will show this, with color dark theme it will show this. So you can just go through this. So you can see here build gradle is finished in the 1 minute 11 seconds. Now terminating the app. This app will be terminated automatically, then your modified code app will be relaunched in it. So let's wait until that. You can see error running app could not terminate previous instance of app. So it is saying it was not able to terminate the previous instance. So let's click on rerun. So let's run it once again. It will take some time again. Let me wait until it completes. Then you can see here it is shown the dynamic color. Make these changes and you can just make this dynamic color as turn on to so that you can make the changes and you can also make it false. So this is given that this Codelab does not focus on the custom theme, so disable it and then move on. Okay. You can see the changes. Now let's see for this one. As we are at this, so let me just use this modification. Let me navigate to the settings of the device. So you can see settings. So in search bar, we will search for dark theme. Just click on it and then use keyboard dark theme. You can see I have typed dark theme. So let's do it. You can see toggle button. Just click on this. It will switch to dark mode or dark theme. You can see it has changed the background and all. Price, play, searching. Okay. Let's click on go. Then we will just open our application. Let me check where is the application. So you can see Woof app is here. Let's open this. So you can see in dark mode it has in dark theme it has changed color. So now the next steps we need to just focus on the waiting power off. So we need to off this again. So I just click on this and select settings and I will just close the dark theme. So I will just switch off the dark theme. So dark mode will be off and now let's you can control from here or you can directly control from the screen. And you can see again it will change to the light that is light theme. So let's move to the next step, dynamic coloring part. You can see here open the theme.kt file and go to the Woof theme. It is asked us to go to that. Let's navigate to that. So you can see my Android is not responding. So let me just wait. Okay. So let's move to the theme.kt and then it is asked us to just make changes here by typing to and then just save. Then I can see here change the background on the device or the emulator. To change background or the device on or an emulator, go to setting, then switch for the wallpaper. We need to change the wallpaper. Change wallpaper to color or set a set of colors. Rename your app to see the dynamic theme. So this part when we keep on true, then it will change with respect to the given two spelling is wrong, so it is showing wrong. Okay. Now it is correct. So take your cursor on that. You can see. Okay. So we need to just make once we keep this true, then it will change with respect to the wallpaper. Change the wallpaper to the color or set of colors. We can app to see the dynamic theme. You can see note that your device or the emulator must be Android 12 plus to see the dynamic color. So as I am using Pixel API 34, so it is not Android 12, it is Android 9. Below 9 it is, so I can't see that. You can go through this or you can just skip this part also, it is not that important. So you can see here, this Codelab does focus on custom theming, so disable dynamic color before you move on. So we need to again disable this. So let me just disable it. You can see I have disabled it. Then make sure to move to the next step. Let's click on next. Then add shape. We need to add this shape. You can go through this entire theory part. So what are the changes we are going to do in this? We'll see. So let's move to this open shape.kt. So let's open shape.kt. You can see here shape.kt. And I'll just close the previous files. Okay, now in shape.kt, you can see here it is already given this much. So we need to not make any changes in this, right? This round corner shape. So let's move to next. Open the main activity dot and in dog icon. So you can see here and you can check for the dog icon. So here we need to add make changes as per this one. See, we need to just add this entire code. So I'm just copying it and pasting it here. So make sure you paste it below. Adding. So okay, we just remove this comma from here and make sure to take it below the padding and then just take your cursor on that and import the extension. It will take automatically. Make sure to import all the files required functions required to it. Just click on that, it will import whatever is required. Let's move to the next step. You can see when we look at the code looks view. Okay, looks view. So you can see. So for now we will just keep this part and I will just comment it this part. So we will see only one part. So here is dark theme. I just make sure to select it and press Control plus / to comment it. Once it is commented, so let's see for the split. You can see this view. As we need to see this, as we have made these changes in our dog icon. So you can see in dog icon we have made changes. So first this icon was square shape. Now it is round shape. You can see round corners. So for all it is showing same. And just see it. Then let's move to the next step. Where import composable in the icon. So in icon we need to make some changes. That is we need to add modifier maybe. So let me see that. Okay, you can see in the add icon modifier dot equal to click. We need to add this content scale equal to content scale dot crop. So let's add that one line. Content scale is equals to content scale dot crop. So you can see it is done with this. So let me just okay. Then let's move to the next. This is full dog icon. Okay, that this will show this full. So we are correctly done. So let's see the preview. Let this loading get completed. Once it is completed, you will see the difference. So it is cropped and it must show completely circles. You can see completely circle shape. So you can see the changes have been done in our app. So let's move to the next step. Add a shape to the list item. So we need to just add this shape. So let's move to this. You can see this part in the shape.kt card user media. Okay, in shape.kt, you can see this entire code as it is given here. See media. No, we need to add this part. So let's add it. You can see the card is medium and you should add the medium parameter to the shape object. So okay, just copy this and make sure to paste it below the small. Once you are pasting it, just save your code and then just move to the preview. Click on split, you can see the preview. So you can't see this preview because it is shape.kt. Just now open the activity and click on preview. The display has split. Once you click on split, you will see the preview, Woof preview. You can see the changes as these corners have been curved. You can see the code as your code suggests or code says that bottom start 16 dp and top end 16 dp. So you can see these changes. Bottom start here and next is top end. So this was top and end. So this curve has been given in medium. So let's move down. Then you can see go to the theme.kt. Let's open theme.kt. Just open theme.kt. You can see this function material theme. So we can see material theme where it is within Woof theme. Woof theme at the material theme. Look at material theme. You can see this material theme. So here is color scheme and color scheme. So let's make these changes. Make sure to make it change as colors and also make these changes as colors. So you just take your cursor on these colors and import the function colors. So you can see it will be asking n number of these all. So you just choose the first one, whichever suits to you, or you can just check which can be done. So just I'm choosing first one. So you can see it is showing some error. Then just create parameters colors. So use theme. So let's wait. We'll come to this point. Let's make some changes in our code once again so that it will be reflecting it here. So let's see that in the file and look at the model thing. We will see the shapes attribute val, shapes val that we just updated. So let's move to the next step. You can see with without shaping, with shaping. So this was our changes without shaping. Okay, this we're done. So this color scheme is showing. Let me just check once. No name found as colors or colors. Let's take cursor on it. So make sure to make these changes. Take a cursor, create parameter colors. Still it is not working. Then we'll remove the changes done. You can see still it is showing red color line. So let's copy and paste this entire code here. So this will be making some changes or what. It is showing the same. So you will see the shapes attribute is set to the shapes value that you just updated. It must show automatically. We need not to make any changes, right? So let me just undo the process what I did. Control Z to undo. You can see the changes which I have made. It is backwards. So we were here. Let's keep this as it is. Now let's move to the next step. Click on next. You can see add a typography. For this, we need to open this one, material design type scale. Then we need to just follow the steps. So let me just open this one. You can see from here we can choose the color typography. So let's move down. You can go through this entire theory part. In the project view of the Android Studio, right click on the resources. So you need to first, before you add, you can see here in this session we will add the custom. We need to add this. So let's minimize this part for now and let's move with the steps. In the project view of the Android Studio, right click on the resource folder. So on this resource folder, we need to just right click, then click on new, then click Android resource directory. Then you can see directory name and it is asking. So directory name we need to add as font. So directory type resource font. You need to choose it to the font only. So just make sure font. Then we need to just set font and resource type font and click on OK. Click on OK. Then open your new font resource directory located at resource font. So we can just click this and download this part, or we can just click on this. Let me just click on that. So you can see this one. Get the font. Click on get the font. Click on download all. Here two are selected. You can see this one and this. These both are selected. For you, it might be only this. If it is only this, then just let me show how you can search for this also. Browse for font. Then you need to search here. You can see the font name given in our manual. Just type that name here. You can see this it is given. Just click on that and just get font. You click on that. You will see here it is added. Then just click on download. It will be downloaded. You can see zip file is downloaded. So it was already downloaded in my folder. So it is showing one. Just open it. So you can see now download family. Then unzip. We need to just unzip it. Let me just extract all to the folder, new folder. See, I am already in new folder, so I will just extract it here, then extract. You will see all it is extracted here, static, it has static and it has this all. So we need to open the static and there are some changes. So you can see in static we need to just move to the this two. We need to rename those both with this. So let me just copy this part. You can copy paste it here or you can let me show that directly. So it will be easy to you. Click on this also, you will download this also. So you can see here the get font is option available. Then it is showing both, so it will download again both. So I will just delete this one. I want only this one. Click on download. Zip file will be downloaded. The zip file is downloaded. Just extract it once again. So extract all. I am extracting it to the new folder which I have created on my desktop. And finish. Okay, it is saying let me just replace it. Okay, once you are done with this, let's close this window. This is downloads window. I am closing it. Let me close this also. Now this is manual and here is our folder. That is new folder you can see here. So let me just check once. You can see we need to add those below the font. So in font, we need to add these three. One is herbal, fat face, regular, and then is both also. So let me just first select those all. You can see this one, and within this we need to check this one as well as regular. This one, regular and bold. So I'll just show you how can you directly put those into your Android Studio. Make sure you are on this. Then just select this and press Ctrl to select both and just drag both and paste those both. So drop here to new or okay. Just make sure you drop in the font folder and refactor. Click on refactor. It will show. You can see those both are here inserted or they have been copied. Then you also copy this folder for this regular and then just paste it here. Once you are done with this, make sure to rename those all. So I will just rename this all. So it's a bold one. I am just clicking on it. Then click on rename and just paste that and just refactor. Once it is done, just refresh regular. Rename this regular one also. Click on right click, then click on rename, then paste and just refactor. Then you can also change this one name also. So just copy this and just right click on that and then rename. Control V to paste and then refactor. Once we are done with this, let's move to the next step. To initialize fonts, we need to make this initialize fonts. So you can see in type.kt. So let's open that type.kt. Here, within this typography, we need to just add this font R. So I just add this family. So let's add entire this much code. So let me just copy this. I just replace it with previous one. Then make sure to import the required. You can see it is asking for both. So make sure you go with this one. Then you just click on import. Go with first option. Then take your cursor and import. And just go with UI color, Woof App. So just click on this. You will see this all are imported. Once you are done with this, just or you can directly copy this entire code from this. Just copy and just paste it here. So let's move to the next step here. So under we need the okay. So we need to make this one. So let's copy this entire code. Make sure to paste below this. So it's let me copy once again. And you can see I have pasted it and then take your cursor on red part and just click on import. It will take it. Then let's move to the next part. Repeat this program process for the display medium, label small, body large. We need to just repeat this entire code here. So I will just copy this entire code and I will just paste it below this. You can see I have pasted it entire code and save your code. So you can see it is showing some error here. Right, so let me just check once. So make sure you are done with this. So we have not imported this, just copy this and paste it here. And this style part also we need to copy paste. So let me just copy and paste it below. Once I'm done, you can see here it was copy and pasted. So I'll just remove that one. Then you are done with the errors. There is no error. Just save your code. Let's move to the next. Then material theme in the theme.kt. Open this. Here we need to make the changes as you can see. So we said that and look at the material theme typography is equals to material theme. Okay, we not need to make any changes. Just leave it as it is. And let's move to the next step. Add display medium as a style for the dog name. So we need to move to the dog information. Scroll down, you will see a dog information. Within that, we need to make these changes. So you can see entire this code, or you can directly copy paste this code here. So let's add these two lines. Make sure to add this style part. And copying only that line and pasting it here. And then again I am copying this line for body large and pasting it below. Once you are done, save your project and then just now remove the split screen. You can see once it is completed, you will see the changes. Make sure these letters were small and not bold. Once it is completed, you will see these bold letters and the style will be changing. So let's wait until this rendering review completes. So you can see we are done with this part. So the bold part as well as the font part is changed. You can just go through this. If you want to check this, you can check in your emulator as well. That is in your device. So let me just once again, so it will be reflected here. Till that time, let's move to the next step. See, this was before and now it is like this. We are done with this. So let's click on next. You can see add a top bar. So top bar we need to add with this. So as it is there is no top bar for now. So once this complete, I will show you this part. So let's move to the next step here. In main activity, create a composable called Woof App Bar within modifier. We need to just add this one. So let me create that part here. I'm creating it below dog information. You can create it anywhere. You can create it below or you can create it above also. Not an issue with that. So I'll just create it as it is top bar. We will just create it at the top. It is not compulsory to create at top. So as it is a function, we can create it anywhere and we can just call the function. So you can see error could not terminate the previous app. So my emulator was unable to open the app. So I'll just wait and we don't need that too. However, so let's copy this part and paste it here. As this is commented one, I am just pasting above that. You can see it is done. Then we need to add this all content within it. So just copy this entire code and make sure to replace it with this one. Once you are done with this, you can see here it is showing some warning. So let's check for that what it is. So we need to just modify this part also. Here it. So it is just modified with removing this and make sure to. So this we don't need to make changes here. So it is mistaken. So let me undo that. You can see undo. Then here we need to add a function. It is adding a function to this. So let's add the function to it. Top part. equals to open curly brace and move stop app dot and then this function. So you can see we are done with this. Just take your cursor tool and create a composable function. It is asking to create a composable function. So let's click on that. It will be done with this. You can see it is showing some error. So Woof App it is showing array. We have to make these changes in Woof App, right? So we have to just make these changes in Woof App. So we have done this wrong. So let me just remove this part and just keep this one here. Copy this one and paste it here. So top bar and then we need to make these changes in here. Woof App. So scroll it up. You can see here we need to make these changes. So add. And you can see what we need to make the changes. Lazy on it is equals to docs. The button it modifier. Modifier is also similar. So we need to pass this one. So let's make the changes here. Add the top bar function. We need to add this within this scaffold. Make sure to add this function. Then within that top bar equals to open this bracket. Then make sure to take this top bar and taking this function. Then just save it. Then let's move down. You can see after this we need to make these changes in the code. Below it how the Woof composable will look. So this is final look of our composable. So you can just see this. Then let's move to this. Then you can see the nothing has changed in the preview because there is nothing in the Woof app. As it is empty for right now. There will be no change in this preview. So let's make the changes in this. Then you can see the changes here. So let's add this center align and modifier. Let's copy and paste it here. You can see I have pasted it. Then let me just remove this entire part. You can see. Now just take your cursor on this and add dependencies. Create local variable. It is asking to create local variable. So we need to make these changes also here. Modifier equals to modifier. You can see the changes, then it will be corrected once. Once it is corrected, you can see it is out of date edition. Just click on refresh or this build icon, it will refresh and build it. Let's wait until this completes. Once you can see, we have made it center aligned, so it will shows the changes for now, but still we need to make this title parameter pass in the row. So okay, we need to just pass this title parameter to this. So we just pass this title parameter here. You can see I have passed this title parameter. Within title parameter, we need to add the content. So you can see here image within this body. So I just copy this entire code and paste here below the row. So we just paste it. Make sure to paste it correctly. Let me just close this view so that you can see it correctly. Make sure you are pasting this correctly. Then next add a text composable inside the row. So in the inside the row we need to add this. So I would add click on copy here. Then you can see add text composable inside the row after the image. After this image we need to add the text composable. So let me just show you that. You can see in coding it is showing something open definition. Let's wait for a few more seconds so that this selecting mode after given offset. Once this is completed, it will make changes. Then we are going to still make these changes. So let's see this later because it is not right now required. Let's copy this and paste it below the image. You can see pasting it below the image. You can see now, as we have pasted this image, the image of Woof logo is been in here. And now let's save this code for now and let's check for what it is going next. This must be changing this part. There will be a title with Woof pow symbol, a pow image. So I will just show you that once. The project will showing some process. Let's wait until this completes. Once it is completed, you will see this part here. Then you can see we need to import this now to alignment, vertical alignment. I'll show you this part, then we will move to the next steps. Let's wait for a few more. Again, so you can see some error part is shown here. Let's wait. Now you can see. Let me just go this part. Get functions for just click on that. So then you field the same field. So just remove this part and then do this. Let's show you once again. So let's wait. Let me show you. Just click on this field. Field, then in that key project, unscreen the project. Still we are facing this problem. We will just check once again. So this is showing entire warnings or you can say errors. The main reason of this is because of We have added some part of code. Is it? Okay, we have added here. Make sure to give a comma. Not this part. We have added here below image. We have made these changes. So let me just add one comma here. So let's see is it working or not. So it is still giving us warning. Row image. Modify the customer file and symbol with logo. Well, then close bracket. Okay. After that, let's add the composable text composable inside the row. So after this, we have to add inside the row after the image with string source. Okay, this part we have added, right? We have added it. Then set the style of the display information. It is done, but why it is showing us some warnings and all? Let me just remove this comma on it. Let's remove this entire code also so that might be not showing us some warning and all. Let's once. Okay, you can see there is problem because of we are facing this problem because we have made this wrong. So you can see within image row image where it is asked us to add this entire point. So let me just check once again with the row for the image. So as it is correct till here. So we have mentioned this twice. So it is showing us here. Let me just delete one. Now let me just check for this. Let's wait for it. You can see it is taken here. Now let's make this text copy here and paste below this. Once it is done, just save the code and let's move check for the preview. That is side view. Just click on this split. Click on this out of date, refresh it. That is return or refresh. Once it is completed, you will see this pause symbol and roof at the center of here at the top. So let's wait for it to complete. So you can see rendering preview, one of one is showing. Now it will be showing us the preview here. So it is said that this is what shows up in the Woof preview. It looks a little off because the icon and text are not vertically aligned. So you can see this. The image is below and text is above. It is showing something like. So let's see it is coming here or Still not coming. Let's wait. So you can see it is showing vertically misaligned. So let us make these changes. So let's add this line to our row. Make sure to add it to the row. Then just take your cursor to the alignment and add the library and dependency. Then just select this one, Compose UI. Then it will be done. Once it is done, we will just see this loading once again. Once it is done, this part will be changing. Let me just show you that part. So you can see my project is eventually importing the file and okay. So it will take some more time to load this part. Once it is completed, you will see the changes. So let me just wait for it to complete. So as my military is running, the device is running, it is showing me too much slowly. So I just stop this for now. Then we can see it later. So let me just uh, shut down this device. Shutting down. Once it will be shut down, then we can see this film is working properly. So it is taking some time to download these dependencies. So let's wait for it to complete. Let's click on this once again. So till it gets complete, we will just move to the next step. This is the full roof of rooftop app bar composable. So you can see this entire code here. So you can see rendering preview is about to complete and it will show us the changes. So you can see it is changed here. Firstly, it was like something like this, vertically misaligned, and now it is correctly aligned. You can see it is done. So it is still showing some loading. Let me just take it aside, and you can see here this is our proper composable. You can see this part is completely correct, done correctly. As our project was importing and build model, so it was done previous only. So let me just do this part, and you can see here rooftop app composable. You can directly copy paste that code if you are facing still some errors. I'll just show you that one. You can see here. You can directly copy paste this entire code from here, and you can see this without top app bar and with top app bar. We are done with this. So in dark mode we need to see. You can see in the dark mode also. I will just show you in preview section only. So I'll just uncomment this all lines by clicking holding control and forward slash. So you can see here this will be showing us. You can run on your emulator device also. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the Codelab. So you can see this is the change. So if you want to just run this in your emulator, just you can run it. And you can check with the emulator view also. So that is in your device, running it in your device. You just stop this one. So just comment it and I will just wait for my emulator to start and launch this application with, with this bar or bar. You can see my emulator is stuck or it is not showing anything. So you just run on your emulator, it will show this kind. It will be in dark theme or light theme. Just make sure that your device is in dark theme, then you will see as it is like this form. So let's click on next. You can see you can get the solution code from here. Directly click here and you can just get the download file and you can run conclusion part. So let's check once if it is showing or not. Let me just close this window and otherwise click on this at the full screen so that you can see it properly. And now this finishes our code lab. You can go with these all to learn more. I will just click on done. So you can see this here it will be showing a tick mark. So let's wait for some time so that it will be this page is still loading. It is not correctly fully loaded. Once it is loaded, you will see a tick mark. So see as it is showing 0%. Let's finish it once again. So let's wait for a few seconds so that it will be showing us the pop-up. You can see 12% is showing completed and here it is a tick mark. So let me just minimize this one and here my monitor is active but my application is not still running on it. You just open your emulator and just run once, you will see the output. Similar to the last image given in the manual. So let's wait for a few more seconds or few more minutes to see the final output. I will just close this background running up. So you can see system progress system isn't responding. I just close up. So let's wait for a few more minutes. Cannot clean project while build is in progress. Please wait until the build finishes to clean the project. So let's wait until this process completes. I have already shown you this preview, so this will be reflecting similar to it as it is in our application. So it is taking time for me to, as my emulator is not working properly. So I will show you this part also. Let me just uncomment once again. You can see launching on device it is showing now after 5 minutes 55 seconds. So this is the reason why video is getting lengthy, because my system is not completing the processes fast. So the videos are getting lengthy, and many of the students skip these videos because of it is too lengthy. They don't just see the video properly, and they face some problems with their project or with their app. My basic suggestion, or you can say from my side, I will be suggesting that you just go with the videos. The part which it is showing some like this waiting part or loading buffering part, you just skip that part and just move forward and watch those videos and complete the project. And if still you are facing any problems, then you reach me out in my comments. I will be responding to those too. So you can see this is now it is launched, and you can see the data is responding slowly. So let me just wait for a few more seconds. As this rendering is complete, then I will be doing. You can see it is the last one. So next lab we are going to just add hobbies to this these dogs and dogs etc. Its details we will be adding, and as well as we will be adding the drop down button, or we can say drop down list like symbol here in our next app. Next video I will be uploading that. You can just go through that. So you can see it is not responding properly. But you will see this same kind of output here. You can see this again and again asking me to wait or close the app, wait or close the app, if isn't responding. This is happening because of the memory or the storage problem of my local system. So if your local system is having sufficient amount of memory, then it will be not showing this kind of errors or this kind of problem. So let me just show you once. You can see this one. Now let's move it to the dark theme once. Then I will end this session, as this session got too longer because of these all problems. Because of my system problems, I am getting these videos too lengthy. So let's wait for a few minutes, or you can check by yourself that dark theme. So So let me end this video here because it is taking too much of time to navigate or operate on my emulator. You can see. So I will just stop this device for now here. You will be seeing the same output. Don't worry, you will be seeing exactly same this output in your emulator device. So I will just end this session here. And if you are facing still any problems, make sure to reach me out through my comments or you join my community. There is a YouTube community, you can join to it. And make sure you subscribe and keep the notifications on so that you will reach my videos as soon as I upload it. Thank you for watching.